Hey there, Gary Larson here with Guardian Long Range with our 2022 end of year message. We're going to go through these 5 sections here listed on screen, so let's jump right into it, starting with your impact. So let's level set by looking at our mission. In the U.S. alone, there are 443,000 orphans in need of forever families today. To give that some perspective, if each of those kids were to hold hands and form a line starting in New York City, that line would extend all the way across the United States into Kansas City, Missouri. That's roughly 1,200 miles. Scripture tells us to defend the weak and fatherless, uphold the cause of the poor and the oppressed. Our goal is to shorten that line, even a little bit. The great thing is that we have. Let's look at the impact that you had in 2022. So our matches started in North Carolina, Frontline Defense. In April, we had a match with over 100 shooters. The beneficiary of that match was Falcons Children Home, an organization dedicated to providing residential care for kids who otherwise would have no home. Your support allowed us to give them a $15,000 check. In May, we went to Michigan. At MTC, you gifted Josiah White's organization with a $15,000 check. This organization has massive land and provides residential care and vocational training for all different types of kids in need. Our third match of the year was in Colorado, the beautiful Cameo facility in Grand Junction. Your investment allowed us to give the Center for Children in Grand Junction another $15,000 check. This organization provides specific trauma care to kids who have been neglected and abused. In November, we headed to Georgia for our 2-man team match at Arena. The organization you supported with a $15,000 check was the Child Advocacy Center of Georgia. This is an organization that also provides trauma care for children who have been sexually and physically abused. Your impact in these areas is absolutely critical. And finally, we wrapped up the year in Texas at 7 Foxtrot Firearms Training Center. One Hope for Kids is a Christian organization that provides foster care and adoption services all around Texas. They are fully supported by generous donations like the $15,000 check that you gave them in December. Combining all of these efforts through the Guardian, you helped raise over $75,000 that goes towards critical services like the ones that we have listed here. Know these children today have clothes on their backs because of you, are receiving care and support from licensed counselors because of you. You have changed the trajectory of some of these kids' lives, and we did it while having fun. Thank you. However, none of these events are possible without the amazing support of our volunteers and donors, so let's take a minute and recognize them. So in 2022, we had 117 volunteers dedicate weekends to help make our mission possible. If you added all of that volunteer time up, it would be over 6,500 hours, or 9 straight months. Our volunteers set the tone for our mission, and we are so grateful for their dedication and commitment to our mission. There's an asterisk here because we can't even begin to calculate the hours our match directors log, pounding in T-posts and setting together a course of fire. Every match director volunteered their time and staff at no cost to the Guardian. Thank you all for what you've invested in. Another large group is our donors. This year we had 80 companies step up to support our mission. The combined value of the prize tables was over $325,000. These companies did this in the midst of fear of economic uncertainty with no strings attached for the Guardian. We want to take a moment to show the list of our amazing donors. If you're a shooter and considering purchasing products, please put these companies on the top of your list. All right, looking ahead, let's look at our 2023 calendar. So this year, we're going to start out in a new venue at Washington, In Motion Targets in Coville, Washington, May 20th and 21st. Our second match of the year will be August 19th and 20th in Grand Junction, Colorado, back at Cameo. Our third match of the year will be September 23rd, 24th in Lake City, Michigan at MTC. And our fourth match of the year will be a team match November 4th and 5th in Blakely, Georgia at Arena. All right, here's our schedule. These are the 4 matches we've committed to. We may add a 5th a little bit later on, so stay tuned. If you know of a worthy organization in the area of any of these matches, please send them to our website to apply for the $15,000 scholarship. It's a very easy 4-question application, and we'd love to be able to give away even more money than we do. Let's look at the 2023 Guardian Board. So looking at our board, we've made significant strides in upskilling our leadership team. Our executive board is comprised of these 4 individuals: President, Vice President, Treasurer, and Secretary. The 2 gold stars indicate new to role. Heidi Beaumont was our secretary last year and got promoted into being our vice president. Scott Dean will be returning as our rockstar treasurer. Dean Akins is an awesome individual, and we are so honored to have him on our board as secretary. Our managing team, our chief operating officer and managing director, make sure that our matches and our ministry run smoothly. Garrison Pratt will be ensuring all of our matches run like a tight ship, and Tim Nolan will be behind the scenes helping ensure our charity is running smoothly. Rounding out our board, we have Corey Saxma, Rob Harvell, Brandon Ford, and Chris Andrews. These individuals play critical roles in making sure, from logistics to donor management to some of our strategy, all of that is taken care of. Brandon Ford and Chris Andrews are new to the board this year, and we're so excited to have them on as well. This assembled team has finally allowed me to step back from the daily management of the Guardian. For 9 years, I've been owning so much of the Guardian's activities. Now I can come to matches as a shooter. My plan is to come to each match and shoot, give a testimonial, but allow this team to run the Guardian. It's taken me a long time to find the right people, but as you know, the Guardian is my baby, and I'm honored to have such a strong team allow me to step back. But there's one big piece missing from this team, and that is a volunteer coordinator. The volunteer coordinator is going to help organize all aspects of volunteering, from recruiting new individuals or promoting opportunities for people to volunteer at upcoming matches. They're also responsible for keeping the match director and chief operating officer informed on any changes or issues prior to each match. And finally, they're responsible for communicating with volunteers on scheduled intervals with reminders to ensure attendance. This role probably takes about 2 hours a week. They're going to be using social media and the Guardian contact list to find and identify volunteers, and they're going to use a tool called Sign Up Genius to help manage this. If you are interested or know someone who might be interested in this role, please have them email info@guardianlongrange.com. It's a critical part of our board, and we'd love to have a strong person in this seat. All right, so let's wrap this up talking about 2023 SHOT Show. So we'd love to book time to chat with you. Actually, a few members of our team are going to be at SHOT Show, getting their steps in, running around, looking forward to connect with you. If you're a donor of the Guardian, we'd like to schedule time with you and thank you in person. We also have a gift to give to you since it is the holiday season. This QR code or link will take you to our real-time calendar where you can tell us when and where you'd like us to meet at SHOT Show. Again, thank you so much for investing in this ministry, for being a part of it as a donor, a volunteer, or as a shooter. We can't thank you enough for being a part of this, and we look forward to seeing you in the coming days. Take care.